Most people think body fat is just stored energy, something under the skin, something we gain, something we try to lose. But what if fat tissue is not silent? What if it's sending messages to the brain? Well, a new study published in Alzheimer and Dementia looked at something very small but potentially very important, tiny particles released by fat tissue called extracellular vesicles. You can imagine them like little packages. Cells use them to send information from one place to another. In this study, researchers asked the serious question: could fat tissue, especially in obesity, send biological messages that affect Alzheimer's related changes to the brain? The researchers studied extracellular vesicles from human fat tissue taken from lean and obese individuals. What they found was interesting. The vesicles from obese fat tissue carried a different lipid cargo. In other words, the packages coming from fat tissue didn't contain the same type of fat-related molecules. Some of these lipids, especially molecules called lysophosphatidylcholine and sphingomyelin, appeared to influence how amyloid beta proteins behave in the lab. And amyloid beta matters because it is one of the proteins linked to plaques seen in Alzheimer's disease. So the idea is not simply weight gain is bad. The idea is deeper. The body and the brain are constantly communicating. The heart communicates with the brain, the gut communicates with the brain, the immune system communicates with the brain. And now studies like this suggest that fat tissue may also communicate with the brain in ways that could influence neurodegeneration. This is why obesity is not only about appearance. It is not only about clothes, weight, or body image. It's about metabolism, inflammation, blood vessels, insulin resistance, hormones, and maybe even tiny biological messages can reach systems connected to the brain. Now, this study wasn't saying that every person with obesity will develop Alzheimer's disease, and it wasn't saying that losing weight will automatically prevent Alzheimer's, but it gives us one more reason to take metabolic health seriously, because protecting the brain, it's not only about doing memory games when we get old. It may also be about protecting body years before memory problems begin. Controlling weight, moving regularly, improving diet, managing diabetes, protecting blood vessels, and reducing chronic inflammation. These things are not separate from brain health. They may be part of the brain health. So the next time we talk about Alzheimer's prevention, we should not only ask what is happening inside the brain, we should also ask what is the whole body sending to the brain. Because the brain doesn't age alone. It ages with the body, and taking care of the body may be one of the ways we protect the mind.